Exploring the OneNote interface. OneNote is a note-taking application that's used to gather and organize information. It also allows you the flexibility of gathering that information in multiple forms, and you can record audio and video, draw diagrams, insert graphics, and easily include information from the web. You can also integrate OneNote with other Microsoft programs such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, and also share your notes with others. When I first opened OneNote for the first time, I got a notebook that's set up for me actually as a help guide. The notebook that's in use right now is called Personal. So as we create notebooks in this session today, you'll note that the notebooks will be listed in this left pane where I'm pointing here below Personal. Within notebooks are what you call sections. The section that's in view right now is called General. We have a second section in this Personal workbook here called Unfiled Notes. In the General section, over here on the right side, we have pages. When I click on a page, it brings forward a number of sections, and you can see how each one of these page names correspond to the first placeholder here. So whatever's typed in here is actually the name of the page. When I'm back at that first page of this section called General, as I scroll down here, you can see this one area visually giving you a description of all of the components of what is on the screen right now. So again, the notebooks are listed on the left side here, and within the notebooks are sections, so the tabs across the top. Within each section are pages. You can see this visually on the right side here, similar to a notebook that has tabs listed across the top, which are your sections, and within these sections are pages. The notebook is stored as a file folder, and its sections are files within that folder. The sections get saved with a .one extension, so a ONE extension after the name of the file. When I scroll further down here, we're going to take a look at OneNote at work. Remember, we've got a snapshot here of various notebooks in this laptop. With work being one of the notebooks, here we have an example of a page inside of the meetings section. So meeting notes would be a page inside of the meetings section. How about a snapshot of what you could see for a home notebook? Trips, remodels, parties, garden, each one of them offering up pages. In OneNote 2010, we have a ribbon. In order to view the ribbon and its contents, you can double-click on the Home tab, for example. When I double-click, it will anchor the ribbon at the top. On this Home tab, we have groups such as Clipboard, Basic Text, and Styles. So if you're familiar with Word, at least the basics of Word, inputting and entering information inside of OneNote should be a breeze. I'm going to give you an idea of what's on the Insert tab on the ribbon. We can insert images and tables, attach files, and work with date and time timestamps. Share offers up page history versions, and you can share your notebooks with others. You can email any page as well. Draw offers up tools to spice up any of your pages with drawings. You can insert shapes, and also you can manipulate any one of these shapes by editing. On the Review tab, you have access to spelling and language choices. And lastly, on the View tab, you'll need to set up your page before you print, or certainly you can zoom in and out. Some of these features that we see here on the ribbon feel like you're maybe in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. That's what's nice about OneNote. It takes on some of the features of some of the other applications that you're familiar with, and you can find them easily on the ribbon working with any of these tabs. We also have a quick access toolbar that we can add our favorite commands to. So at the top portion of our ribbon, we can see some default commands that are already on the quick access toolbar, such as our back command, undo, and also our dock to desktop and full page view. When I click on the down arrow for Customize Quick Access Toolbar, I can certainly add more to my Quick Access Toolbar. I can show the Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbon if I'd rather by clicking here. And I can go back to Customize and go to More Commands, and it takes me to OneNote Options Quick Access Toolbar. I can add any of these popular commands by highlighting them and clicking on Add, and it will be added to the Quick Access Toolbar. I certainly can remove any one of these choices here on the Quick Access Toolbar by highlighting on the right side and clicking Remove. Let's take the next few minutes to talk about the different views in OneNote. You saw me point to Dock to Desktop. What does that mean? When I click on Dock to Desktop, you're going to see that the OneNote Basics window has been restored or resized to position itself on the right portion of our desktop. It's easy then to drag in files at this point or manipulate our notebook further by having our OneNote window ready for us at any time. If we want to go back to where we were before, we click to unselect, if you will, Dock to Desktop, and it returns us back to actually normal view. I'm having View tab in View right now, so you can see the different views that are available for us in OneNote. Normal Yes is the default choice. I've just talked about Dock to Desktop, which is a command here in the Views group, or you can certainly work with this Quick Access Toolbar shortcut Dock to Desktop. Watch what happens when I click on Full Page View. It cleans up some of the panes on the side, and now we can read our page with ease. Returning back to normal view, you can now see our our notebook listed on the left side and any of the section tabs here above, and our pages on the right side. We can zoom in and out of content if we like by using under the View tab our zoom grouping, zoom in and zoom out, or we certainly can work with our zoom command here. We can expand the navigation bar that houses our notebook by simply pointing to this arrow here on the left portion of the screen, and when it says expand, I click on that right arrow and the notebook's pane expands, or navigation bar expands. You can then see a directory of sorts listing the notebook and any of the sections here. I can collapse by clicking on the left arrow, and now I'm returned back to this tiny portion here on the left side. I can do the same for my pages. When I collapse my page tabs, I have a lot more real estate to view my page information. I can expand again so that I can read any of these tabs here. When I position my mouse on this border here and get a double-headed arrow, I can expand or I can make smaller this portion of my screen if I like, instead of working with the collapse or expand page tab arrows here.